The fifth generation Toyota Prius will be here before we know it. I have new details on when to expect this vehicle, and we also have the builder up. So we're going to spend a lot of time playing with the builder here on Toyota.com to discuss the differences between the grades. So let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kirk. Go figure. Kirk Rifles is my main channel. My second channel also focuses on electrified vehicles. The Prius fits into that, but you guys have such a strong traction to the Prius on my main channel, and check out my other channel for additional industry auto news when it comes to electrification. So let's talk about the new Prius. I just got done driving it north of San Diego last week. I test drove the fourth generation. And then I also test a front wheel drive limited, and I also test drove an all wheel drive limited. I didn't get a chance to drive the XLEs. They had like, I can't tell you how many press people they had per wave, and there were only like 8 Priuses. So we didn't have a lot of time per car to test everything out. But here we go. The LE and LE all wheel drive variants were not available at all at the press event, which is unfortunate because I wanted to know, because the Prius still holds a big value. The LE gets the best fuel economy, 57 miles per gallon, and it's the cheapest. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to test this vehicle to tell you guys if you should go for this or go for the more expensive trims. But what's interesting with the LE is the LE looks to have slightly different headlights. So if we look at the LE and then I click on the XLE, watch this portion right here. It looks like you get an upgraded LED accent light for the daytime headlights. So that's dropped on the LE. Also, one of the biggest drawbacks in the LE, while I struggle with it, is that it does not have like wireless start stop engine button. Everything's key ignition, and you'll have like a key fob to unlock the doors, but like my 2012 has like a smart key. So you walk up to the car, you put your hand in the handle, it unlocks. There's a little divot on the handle to lock the car, so I don't have to be fumbling with my keys all the time. And then when I get in the car, I just press the start button and it goes. On the LE models, you have a key and you have a key fob for unlocking the doors, but it's just going to be a hassle for me. That's why I personally could not live with it. Cars should be very convenient. And when you're spending 20, 30 grand in this case on a new car, feel like having that massive jump in convenience is worth it for me to get the XLE. Also, another thing with the exterior that the LE kind of looks better. I like the wheels. These are just kind of wheel covers here. We can look at our larger images. These are just wheel covers here over the kind of the steel wheels, something that the Priuses have done for a long time on their cheaper trims. But if you look at the front grille here, it's completely blacked out. And I think this looks better actually than the more expensive Prius trims. The reason is, so if we look at the XLE, it goes to a silver interior, and the XLE and the Limited are identical when it comes to the exterior. Another thing I think I noticed with the LE is that it kind of drops the fancy LED lights here at the bottom. So I think these could be the blinkers. I didn't do a lot of testing on the lights, just not a lot of time with the car. So yes, you have these proximity sensors, which are supposed to be an option, but I don't see them as an option. We'll get back to that a little bit. We don't have that nice light down here at the bottom corner of the front bumper. If we go to the XLE here in the Guardian Gray, and then you see that fancier light down here nestled into the exterior portion of the grille. And the LE and LE all-wheel drive, if we build this out, the cheapest models, I don't want to quote, if we go to the next step, okay, you only have one powertrain option. Let's just get a right. White and red are the premium colors. They're going to charge you more. So let's just do silver. And I like the gray interior. There are no packages available, which is kind of weird because Toyota says that there is a $35 parking brake option. And if it's only 35 bucks, I don't know why they just wouldn't include it standard, if you know what I mean. So maybe that's what's going. Maybe with the first batch of vehicles, they are going to have these parking sensors, which is great. That would have helped my parents to not back into my tree with my 2012, even though it has a rear camera and mirrors. still proximity sensors with the automatic braking would have saved that Prius and its bumper just a little bit. So after destination, the cheapest Prius you can get comes in just under $30,000. I think that was deliberate from Toyota. So $30,000 for the cheapest Prius. Gosh, man, like this is an amazing looking car for $30,000, and something that also I personally can't. I'm not excited for. And by the way, the LE has cloth seats. It has a small screen. You don't have like ventilated seats or heated seats or even heated steering wheel, I don't believe. But you get like this basic 8-inch screen. You don't have the option of going for the 12-inch screen in the LE. So the 8-inch screen, super functional. It's going to work great. It just looks really ugly tacked on with all this additional plastic surrounding it. Kind of looks like a Darth Vader sort of helmet going on with that screen. So when should we expect the new Prius to land in showroom floors? I'm hearing that production starts the very end of January. So it wouldn't be until probably like a month from there for those vehicles to get loaded on a boat and shipped across the Pacific Ocean. And then it's got to get put on, trailers as well as trains to get to your dealership. So it could be late February, early March for the first vehicles to get to the dealerships here in the States. That's just my estimation. That's not official from Toyota, but that's kind of what I'm expecting. The Prius Prime, we're expected to get it in the spring. I'm hearing April timeframe, so take that with a grain of salt as well. But there might be some truth to it. I'll just leave it there. XLE is going to be probably the most popular trim. So when you go to the XLE, the biggest upgrade is going to soft text. We also have the official options of the 12-inch screen, which for only $700, that's a no-brainer to me. Digital key, so that makes your phone the key. The fixed glass roof to me is also, it's just a beautiful thing to let that extra light into the cabin. And it also looks great from the outside. My 4th gen Prius with the solar roof gives you kind of like pretty much a glass roof, and it looks awesome from the outside and good on the inside as well. From what I'm hearing, all-wheel drive models are going to be reserved for certain parts of the country. So if you live in a warm climate, getting all-wheel drive is going to be very difficult for you. So it's hard to say how Toyota is going to allocate the first shipment, but more than likely they're going to include all the features here on the XLE, or probably none of them. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's just kind of what I'm feeling. How I want it, it's going to be a $34,000 vehicle after all the destinations. So 34 even with all of the options on XLE. I'm just going to be missing my upgraded sound system. And when we're building the Prius, notice that there's no Prius Prime in here yet, right? We're going to have to wait till probably March, April, probably April to be honest. So let's get into build your vehicle again with the Prius. Let's go limited all-wheel drive. How expensive can this Prius get? It's going to get close to $40,000. Let's pick a premium color here, $495. Let's get it in red. And then we're going to add all these options here if it lets me. It's kind of almost letting me just pick one at a time. So there we go. Limited premium package with options. It's going to have everything in there, which the limited premium package, if I pull this over, this is going to include the digital rearview mirror, heated rear seats, and you're also going to have the panoramic view monitor, and then the advanced park system, which I don't think are necessary on this car. That's why I don't need the limited. Let's not add any additional. I do like a cargo liner and all-weather floor liners. So maybe we do that. Let's remove this guy and add that guy. And here we go. $40,000 getting all-weather mats shipped to your local dealership in red, all-wheel drive. Now, again, here in Florida, it's going to be near impossible to get all-wheel drive. It would be a nightmare. I'll just say that. It would be a lot of extra steps for me to get all-wheel drive, to get 2 more horsepower and 2/10 of a second, 0 to 60 quicker. The only time I could really use all-wheel drive down here is in rainy conditions, but you shouldn't be driving fast when it's raining anyways. So it is what it is. So let me know which of these trims, which options are you most interested in the Prius? I think learning about the LE today and how it has different headlights, cheaper headlights, and also a blacked out grille. And we know what the wheels look like now with this base model. I think the LE is still going to appeal to a lot of people with the cloth seats. Some people prefer cloth seats over synthetic leather. To me, it's just not as convenient as the XLE, and I want my cars to be convenient. I don't have to be fumbling for my keys all the time. It's a convenience I'm happy to pay for in getting the XLE. But I'm going to end it there, guys. If you enjoyed this coverage, make sure to smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribed because I'm planning to get the new Prius. So I'd love to feature it on the channel, share all the things I love about it, don't love about it, what kind of fuel economy I'm getting, and then maybe trade it in for a Prius Prime when that vehicle becomes available. We'll see. Time will tell, but I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for all your support on the channel. It's been a lot of fun talking about the Prius. I'm going to miss my 2012. Today, it was like 64 degrees out, which is rare for where I live in Florida. That's like cold. That's why I'm wearing a sweater. It's cold down here. I got 64 miles per gallon over my 20-mile trip this morning. On average, I'm still getting 50 miles per gallon probably, but when the conditions are right, the temperatures are right, I don't run the AC, like, wow, 64 miles per gallon. What would the new Prius would be getting? Probably 70 or so, maybe more. It's just ridiculous. Anyways, I'm getting it there. Thank you guys for all your support on the channel. Catch you in the next one, and peace.